Hello everyone, you're watching Mirror TV and welcome back to another recap video. Just like Stanley Cup, we are doing NBA Finals, and who knew we're going to be doing this in such a short time or pretty early. I am wearing a Knicks hat because I'm a Knicks fan, and do not ask why I'm also wearing an Orlando City shirt because I missed because I have this hat. Um, anyway, so let's get started on this NBA recap. Sorry for the comedic intro. Actually, hold on a minute. I should be wearing this hat right here. This is a Canada hat. Why is this hat so important? Simply because 3 years ago, I went to Canada and I got this hat for about $10 Canadian money. So, probably a good time for me to wear this instead because we are going to celebrate a victory for Canada at NBA Finals as they won for the first time ever. No longer a hockey town, but rather a basketball town. So, so let's get started on the recap. So, of course, Golden State is on their dynasty, and they're on they went to the Golden State Warriors went to the finals 5 consecutive years in a row from 2014 to now. Well, actually, it's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, 15 to 19. I didn't mean to say 14 because that would be the Spurs. So let's get started real quick. Toronto won game one, first time ever. Well, so here's the interesting fun fact about this team. They never made it to the finals. And this is the first time ever that they did make it to the finals. So, yeah, that's pretty good. And if you're wondering why they're going to be the home court advantage for some reason, even though they're the number 2 team in the NBA, I don't know why. So, NBA Finals. Game 1, for first time for Toronto Raptors. They beat the Golden State Warriors at home, Game 1. Game 2, Golden State Warriors beat them. And they're off to Oakland, California, to Oracle Arena. Now, you would think that the Golden State Warriors would be having their advantage over there despite being in California. No, absolutely not. At when Warriors play it at home in the finals, they got killed. They got absolutely destroyed, and they didn't really lead that big. But the reason why that I say destroyed is well, I'll explain why in a minute. But anyway, I'll back up the point why I say they got destroyed. So game 3, Toronto beats them, and in game 4, Toronto Raptors led by a mile in game 4 in Oracle Arena. Game 5, they go back to Toronto. Golden State just beating the Raptors, and it's very unfortunate for Kevin Durant to suffer yet another leg injury, and we find out later that night or day after that he suffered a torn Achilles. So I wish him a speedy recovery to the snake. Hopefully it comes over to New York. No, seriously, get well soon, man. So then we get to game 6. We see heroic moments from Klay Thompson suffering an injury. He apparently said he did not hear a pop until it's a strange part later that night. And excuse my cat. Shut up. So during game 6, Klay Thompson in the second half, I should say. It's a good game, by the way. Klay Thompson had a leg injury. He goes into the locker rooms, and in a heroic way, he didn't go to the locker room at all. He comes back out to the court and finishes the free throws. And I'm like, wow. This guy is one tough SOB. He is a tough guy. And just like that, I respect the hell out of Klay Thompson. One of the best basketball shooters out there, next to Stephen Curry. So then he finishes the free throws, and then the the medical staff told him, no, you got to go back to the clubhouse. And very unfortunate that he could not continue the game, which is the upsetting part after the game. Very upsetting. So they go to Curry all the time. He's a good shooter. But Toronto was a better team. And just like that, Toronto Raptors managed to pull through with Kawhi Leonard and his toughness on the final seconds. Free throw 1 and free throw 2. The final score became 114 to 110. Toronto Raptors, and for the first time ever in franchise history, Toronto Raptors are the NBA champions. So congratulations not only to Toronto, but Canada for winning the NBA championship. It's a very special moment, and I gotta admit I was celebrating, only because I consider Toronto Raptors an underdog because they're playing against a dynasty. A dynasty is like when you constantly win every single year. Yeah, I bet you hardcore fans already knew that, but so I'm telling that to the people who don't know the word dynasty. Toronto Raptors, congratulations on your first ever win. If the Warriors have won, that probably would have been their 11th time championship. My math could be very wrong. I hope not, but that's probably what I see, because they won 3 times. Four times with Golden State, and a few other times when they were San Francisco Warriors, I think. No, they did not. I scratched that. When they were Philadelphia Warriors. So, I don't know. That's probably their 10th time. My math could very, very well be very wrong. But that's what I'm guessing. Something tells me they're like a 10-time champion since last year. Toronto never won a championship until yesterday. So, and you would think that for the first time since 1993 that any Toronto team would win a championship. No, that was not true at all. You would think so, except you forgot one league that Toronto has won a championship. MLS. It's the MLS. Toronto FC. Last time the Toronto team won, you gotta go back not too far off, very recently in 2017 when Toronto FC defeated Seattle Sounders in MLS Cup. And I believe that's their first time winning the championship. And then before Toronto FC, then you go back to 1993, where the Toronto Blue Jays beat Philadelphia Phillies, I believe, to become a 2-time World Series champion. First time, I don't know who they beat the first time, so I'm not going to guess who they beat. But before 1992, 1967, so we got to go back 2.5 decades before their next championship with the Blue Jays, to then was a hockey town, Toronto Maple Leafs. Yeah, it's long. It's a long time, you think about it. And to see Toronto winning the next championship gold, it's something special. It's something really special. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this recap. Let me put this hat back on, so that way I don't betray my country for some reason. That will be it for NBA recap. My next recap is, no, it's not going to be the World Series recap. That's too far off. We are actually going to be recapping the MLR, the Major League Rugby. So, yeah, be ready for that. Some rugby content. So this Sunday at Father's Day, there's going to be Seattle Seawolves defending MLR champion, and also an inaugural MLR champion. Their first ever season was last season. This will be the second MLR championship between Seattle Seawolves and the team that you saw in the first ever rugby video Rugby United New York played the team called San Diego Legions. They are in the championship. Go figure, right? And that, and I will see you guys on that day. So Sunday will be a busy day for me because I will be editing a baseball video. Yes, for those who are wondering, when am I going to upload a sports vlog video, a groundhop episode? Sunday. Come back Sunday, okay? Sunday will be a minor league game, not a major league game. Although, I need your help. Should that be counted as a major league game? Or should that count as a minor league game? To me, it should be counted as a minor league game, but I'm all ears. And I will see you guys on Sunday for a baseball video. It's a special baseball video because it features fireworks and it also features a rivalry. And for those who know me, I said who the matchups are already. So you gotta go back further in order to take a guess who it is. Anyway, that will be it. Mirror TV signing out. Good night, everybody.